So, what is going on, guys? It's Mariner here, and today I want to be showing you guys my top 5 favorite Warframes, primaries, secondaries, and melees. So let's get into it. But first, let me thank you. We are 1 sub away from 40 subs. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It would always make my day. And we're on the road to them 50 subs, and hopefully we can get it soon. But let's look at my top 5 favorite Warframes. So coming in at number 5, we have Ash Prime, and the reason I did that is because of his how much damage his abilities can do, and I'm also going to show you guys all the builds for my Warframe. So no. So the whole point of this build, right, is a huge damage blade storm. 5,000 damage. This weapon, or this, not weapon, but this Warframe is extremely strong. So I basically run negative duration with some efficiency and damage. So I'm going to show you the 2 builds I have for him.
Excellent armaments, operator.
No, actually,
Please return covered in blood.
so here's the first build.
Safe and sound.
This is basically a non-fatal teleport build, and we have a max fleeting expertise with a rank 4 streamline with a rank 7 transient fortitude, which we're going to get that soon. But blind range and intensify are going to be your 2 guys giving you the damage. You need plus power drift, of course. You need power drift and vitality to give me that over 1,000 health to make him just a bit tanky. So yeah, and then rage because of his tankiness combined. He doesn't have a lot of power efficiency, so 55 power to activate his blade storm. That is not that good, so the rage is going to really help for his extremely low shields, high armor, and high health. So next we have basically the same build, but we put in fatal teleport, and fatal teleport is just probably his best augment by far, because you can one-shot anything doing over 100k, maybe 200k, and even up to 1,000,000 damage. Okay, coming in our number 4, we have Ember Prime. Ember Prime is Bay. I spent over 500 plat trying to get her, and she goes for around 900 to 1,000 plat. So she is just she's expensive, and she's not worth that much, of course, but to me, she's a great frame. Also, let me show you the colors I use on Ash Prime. It's just red and black. Secondary and I don't even know how to call that. Secondary and I don't know. Just these 2 colors are black, while the rest is red. Dark shade of red right here. And then I have PSIV, which I got this for free. It's the only other color palette I have, and I use the black at the bottom. You could buy the original classic palette, but I don't think it'd be worth it.
An
Just
unexpected color combination, operator. My
but
sensors are bleeding.
okay, so that's just the colors I use, and the attachments are the Bombic Cyandana with the full Packle set from Hunt House Gift. So let's look at Ember Prime. This is just a solid bright blue flames for her, so I really enjoy the bright blue. I'm a sucker for this color, so. And the reason I picked her, right, is I have 3 different builds for her, and each build has its own purpose. So this one is for it's just for dealing extreme damage, 1,000 damage, but taking over 3.69 energy per second, but an 89% status chance, and that actually really helps a lot. So no. Let me show you the build I have first, and yeah. So this is the build. I'd add in maybe another formula or 2, but a V and a dash for these 2 babies. Yeah, Blind Rage basically takes off efficiency, while Fleeting adds a bit of efficiency, but it doesn't help that much since it takes a lot of power to use it, and then negative duration is what makes this build not that good. But it's overall an amazing build for late game, especially for infested. Now let's look at configuration B. Power drift, prime continuity. This is the 185% power strength but max efficiency. This basically takes 0.75 energy a second, so this one's good for lower level targets, and it doesn't take a long, or your energy doesn't drain that much. But I use transient fortitude to power drift for my power strength mod, so, and intensify. Sorry, I have a stuffed nose, so if I keep sniffing, it's why. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have Mag. Mag Prime, she's just amazing overall, because she's now late game viable when it comes to survival, and survival's amazing. Like, she's great at survival. You should definitely take a look at the build. I have natural talent, and yeah, I would definitely add another forma or two on it. And here's the build: Cunning, Drift, and Stretch to counter the narrow-minded. And the narrow-minded, Constitution, and Prime Continuity are going to help with her mag bubble, or what's it called? Polarized? No. Let's see what it is. Magnetized, that's what it's called. But yeah, this is it, and then we have this one here, which is basically a polarized build, which is meant to go over around 80, 90 meters. So, yeah. So, this build's kind of good for running any kind of defense, because it has positive strength, but, whoops, again, 100. Anyways, and then this one is what I like to call the speed survival run. And the speed survival run literally just consists of negative duration with positive strength. So this does a lot of damage. 740, you can put in a blind rage, but crush does a lot of damage too, which is why this is it has a lot of efficiency, so it doesn't take up that much energy. I mean, our number 2 spot, we're going to have Zed. Oh no, what have Vauban? Because I recently bought the Prime Access and the accessories for Vauban, and he's just amazing. Here is the build I have for him. So, continuity, prime flow, just a bit of efficiency, and a bunch of range and duration. So, you'll see here, Bastille, 20 meters with a 36 power range, with only 4 effect, which I think that is for the negative strength. But the repelling Bastille is why it's so good. Okay. I think that's the only way I should say it, but we also have Vortex, which lasts a long time. It only does 20 damage, but who cares? Now, with some honorable mentions, we'll have Volt Prime. Cause I love Volt Prime. I love Volt. He was my first Warframe, but he wasn't exactly the best for me. So here's the build I have. A ton of duration, and I hold 700 energy with this guy. So, yeah, you can see why I like him so much. A minute power duration of electric shield, and about 25 seconds of speed, and 30 seconds of discharge affecting duration. Okay. And our next is Trinity Prime. Trinity Prime is this is my EV build. It's the only build I use. I put in 2 forma. I think, yeah, I have 3 forma, but I put in 2 forma, and we're gonna max out this transient fortitude, and yeah, and we're gonna have a full-blown EV build. But I only use energy vampire on her, so here it is, the energy vampire, 62 ability radius with 45 energy per pulse, and 1.8 seconds of power duration, but it also has 250 meters of range. So you can definitely see how it's extremely helpful. But another honorable mention would be Volkir. She got nerfed, and this used to be the build I have, right? So Eternal War, basically infinite melee, and I only had 112 power duration because I used this right here, right? But it would Warcry, I would have infinite Warcry, and I showed you guys what I in one of my videos was like infinite Warcry, and I used the Kogakis, and I had like 50 seconds of it. So next we'll be looking at Anaros as another honorable mention. This was my Draco runner, but now that I found out Draco's getting nerfed, it kind of saddens me. But here's the main build, the positive only build with over 5,000 health using Vigor and Vitality. But let's look at the range build. The range, 250% range. This is basically for his first ability with the basic 25 energy, but it has 37 power range. But that's it for the honorable mentions. Coming on number one spot is quite obvious. This is Loki Prime. He was my first Prime frame and my third frame overall. Loki is a great starter frame for stealth and stuff like that. Prime flow and a prime continuity for the power kind of stuff. Streamlined for the a little bit of efficiency, but it's mainly duration. And this will turn me invisible for around 30 seconds, but when maxed all the duration mods, you should be able to get around 40 seconds, maybe 45. But that's pretty much it for my list of Warframes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and possibly subscribe. It would make my day. Peace out.